Right, so hopefully you noticed from the demonstration video that if you have a pyramid and a prism, they have the same base and they have the same height, that three of those pyramids will fit inside the prism with the same base and height. And so there's a couple ways we could describe that. We could say, okay, so you could do times three. So if you knew the volume of a pyramid, if you multiplied that by three, you'd have the volume of a prism that has the same base area and height. A little more helpful to us, though, is because we're trying to find the volume of the pyramid, is that if we treated the shape as a prism, so if we had a prism and we knew the base area and the height, we divided that volume by three or multiplied it by 1/3, we would have the volume of the corresponding pyramid with the same base area and height. So 1/3 times the volume of the pyramid. Same thing goes for a cylinder and a cone. So if we know the volume of a cone, it would take three of those cones, multiply it by three, to get the volume of a cylinder that has the same base area and the height, and also just like the pyramid and the prism. If we know the volume of a cylinder, if we divide that volume by three, or multiply by 1/3, we would have the volume of the cone. So a cone is just basically a circular pyramid, as a circle for a base. But that cone would have 1/3 the volume of the cylinder with the same base area and height. And so that gives us our formulas for calculating the volume of these two shapes, a pyramid and a cone. And so for our pyramid, so volume pyramid, we can find that volume by doing the base times the height of that shape divided by 3. And our base just happens, in this case, our base happens to be a rectangle, or it could be a square. It could actually be a triangle as well. So there are such things as triangular pyramids, and you'll see that when we do some of the practice problems. We've got exactly the same formula for the volume of a cone. So volume of a cone is equal to the base area times the height divided by 3. So the only difference between these two is that for this one, your base area is the area of a circle. So pi times the radius squared. And for this one, your base area is a rectangle. So it's going to be like little b times little h, or length times width. So you find the area of the rectangle, and that gives you area of the base. So that gives us our two formulas. So what I would like you to try and do is try to use those formulas and see if you can calculate the volume of these two shapes for part B below. So that one, and then check your work. So pause the video here, try and find the volume of those two shapes, and we'll go over those in the next video clip.